Hi everyone, this is Kyla Lupo with Smart Again Tutoring, and I'm here to show you what's new in this Facebook change. A lot of you came to class on Tuesday the 20th and Facebook looked one way, and you went home and opened it up Wednesday morning and it looked totally different with all this new exciting stuff going on. So I've made you a nice video that walks you through where all that fun stuff was that we learned on Tuesday. So let's start up here in the upper right corner where we used to see home and profile and find friends and account settings. So now the home button is still there, thank goodness. When we click home, it just reloads our news feed and takes us right back to the home page. When we click on our little picture and our name, it's the equivalent of clicking the profile button. And it takes us to our profile, but we'll come back to that. And when we click the triangle, it takes us to the equivalent of the account page, or the account drop-down, the Not Help Center, the account settings where you go to change passwords and emails and your name and all that good stuff, privacy settings where you go to change who can see you and who can see the stuff and all that good things. This is for Facebook for Businesses, and this is where you go to log out at the end of every session, especially if you're on a shared computer. All right? If you didn't catch it, rewind about a minute and a half, listen to it again. This up here in the upper left corner still says Facebook, still has our three icons, friend requests, Message Center, the only quote truly private section of Facebook, and our notification section. Right? Still the same. Search bar, still the same. This here in the middle, the news feed, is really what has changed and is causing people a lot of headache. Up here in this corner, there used to be two buttons, Top News and Most Recent. And there also used to be that lists thing with the drop-down menu. Facebook has decided it's going to integrate it all into one for you. How nice is that? Well, for some people it's not, because it means that Facebook is going to be making decisions for you. For other people, they enjoy it because, you know, it's sort of taking care of things for them, and, you know, it's just a matter of opinion. But this is what your newsfeed will look like now. I have been on Facebook now for about an hour or so I don't have any more top stories. But your top stories will be at the tippy top, and they'll have a little arrow on them, and they'll be labeled as a top story. Like you can go down here to this Daily Show story, and you'll see that it's got a little arrow on it, on the corner, a little triangle, and when you hover over it, it says top story. Now, if I didn't think that that merited being a top story, I can turn it off by clicking on it. But I do happen to like the stuff that the Daily Show puts on, so we click on it and it becomes a top story. Then it shows you recent stories, and then it'll show you stuff from earlier today. Just like we can always do in Facebook, if we want to hide a post, it's right here in the upper right corner. We can report it as spam, or if it's being hateful, we can report it. This new subscribing thing, we'll talk about in an intermediate class. That is brand new, all right? And here again, we can mark something as a top story. And I really enjoy reading Peggy Arvidsson's stuff, so I'm going to mark it as a top story so that her things sort of always float to the top when I come home to Facebook, all right? When we want to update our status, you click on Update Status, and you just start typing away. The same with adding photos and questions. On the left-hand side, we have our picture and our name, which will also take us to our profile, newsfeed, messages, and events. We can see that it has changed a little bit. There's some things that are missing now. They're still able to be found in other places. Newsfeed takes you right back here to this home page, all right? The newsfeed. Messages takes you to the, quote, private section of Facebook, all right? And I don't know what other is. Oh, that's exciting. And events, of course, is stuff that's going on, and it's very exciting. As always, on this right-hand side, in this lower corner is ads. Here's Prius, because, you know, Facebook knows lots of stuff about me and knows that I would want to see an ad about a Prius. This over here is very Twitter style. And if you know anything about Twitter, then you sort of can see it's the play-by-play of what's going on in Facebook right now. What's really neat is when you hover over that, you can see that things are going on. So Peggy Arvidsson just commented 7 minutes ago on something, and I said something and said something else. She said something back, and I said, oh, look, it's going to be in the Facebook video. And she said something right back. So you don't actually have to go and look at that. It's right here. You can see this is going on, something here, something is there. Like, it's kind of a neat little thing. There's a scroll bar, so you can scroll down and sort of see what's going on. It's like a mini news feed, which is really kind of a neat concept. So I hope that sort of cleared up some things for you, sort of pointed out where some new stuff was. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop by the website, smartagaintutor.com. Leave me an email or a contact form there, and I'll try to answer any questions you have. Maybe I'll post another video because this was kind of fun and really easy. And I look forward to seeing you in class on October 11th. You can sign up for that on the website as well. Have a great weekend and have fun and stay safe out on Facebook.